Welcome into the broadcast here on the Falcons Athletic Network here at Central State Bank Arena. We're getting ready. We're back here for another great night of Conference Carolinas wrestling here on the beautiful campus of the University of Montevallo as the Falcons look to take on the Emmanuel University Lions. And Shane, we've got a good one here tonight with the marquee matchup being another top 10 bout that happened earlier this season with Cole Hunt and Braden Mitchell.
Yeah, right on, Aiden. This one's right out of the gate, 125 if that's where we're starting. Hopefully we are, but this is going to be the fireworks right out of the gate. So look for some explosive wrestling. As you were just pointing out, these two had matched up already, Braden Mitchell and Cole Hunt. Cole Hunt was the victor, 11-2. So you and I were talking before we got started about, what are we thinking? And Cole's been on a rampage, man. He's been pinning guys left and right. So I wouldn't put a fall out of this. Would love to see that come the Falcons' way, of course, but it's wrestling, man. You always got to be prepared, right?
Yes, you talk about Cole and those pinning sprees he's been on. Every dual match so far this season he has started, he's won by pinfall. So definitely, like you said, not out of the cards here tonight. Looking on down that lineup, something that we'll see later tonight at the 285 weight class, Willie Cox taking on Kobe Pablo. Looks like a pretty even matchup there down later on the board.
Definitely. That should be another good matchup. We always joke about our heavyweights that you kind of know how they're going to play out. A lot of hand fighting, but not a lot of action. Montevallo's heavyweight, Willie Cox, likes to throw. So do expect to see some arm drags and some good big guy wrestling. That'll be a great way just to cap off a good night of wrestling here at the SAC.
And Shane, I also have to say this. You looking at this lineup on paper, it says that the Falcons should win this by, like you were saying, at least 9. Last year the Falcons went to Emmanuel, got out with the win, winning 28-15.
What's really cool too, Aiden, is you're talking, Emmanuel's actually got a division win, which is really good. So Montevallo has not wrestled any division duels yet, so this is going to be big for us tonight.
Yeah, someone else you were mentioning to me earlier, you're talking about Carson Freeman. He's been on a bit of a rampage as well, has he not?
Carson has been. He's just, he's one of those wrestlers that just gets better as the season progresses. He's a junior this year, and he's been real consistent at that 157-pound weight class. He's wrestled up a little bit this season with Jake Chisholm rehabbing at 165. But it's been good. A good learning experience for him as well to get some of those bigger weight classes in.
Yeah, and you mentioned Jake Chisholm rejoining the lineup here tonight. Someone that was ranked in the preseason polls and looking to make a big bounce back here and possibly get back into those rankings, in my opinion.
For sure, and I don't think he's lost that ranking, which is really good. And, not to skip over, but Caden Brown has done a great job at the 141-pound matchup, as well as Max Stedford. Max is a transfer in with a year left of eligibility. A couple of our starters decided that this was a good year for them to redshirt, my son being one of them, which I'm very grateful. He had a, physics and Cal 3 course load, so for me and his mom, we were real happy that he was making that decision to redshirt, but it's helping them learn, and they're out here grinding with some really good guys that are coming into the room.
Yeah, a lot of stuff you see at that upper level in D1, people looking to see what they should do best for their career and taking those red shirts.
Yeah, for sure. And we got some seniors in the lineup tonight. I'm pretty excited for senior night. It's just so crazy that the Montevallo program is so young and we're already graduating some seniors. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, a lot of these guys on this card for the senior night, part of that first crew, one Obviously, the highlight there is Jeffrey Tubbs, been here since the start.
Yep.
Tubbs always tends to provide a good match. Last couple times I've watched
That's
him.
right, for sure. And we're going to bring in Gabe Hicksonbaugh tonight as well, since I think he didn't get slighted, but just missed out on that senior night. So I just don't think things worked out in his schedule. So I'm so grateful that Montevallo is flexible like that, and Coach Ownby and Coach Land want to make sure that, you know, you give these guys their due course. Your alumni is huge. I was just thinking about that as we were watching the high schoolers wrestle. There's so many alum that are in the building tonight to come out and watch and support from the wrestling community, and that's key. You know, if we have the same following as football in this state, we would have every college in the state with a wrestling program.
Exactly.
But I'm excited to be back here at the Central State Bank Arena. Love this place. Everything is always electric in here when these two teams start battling.
I definitely missed it. Wasn't here for the last home match, but glad to be here
I know,
now.
I missed you, man. I had to carry the whole show myself. I didn't have my pal to commentate with, even though, you know, I'm your partner. You're the head cheese here.
I try, you know.
And I enjoy it, man. I like being out here, being able to call the match with somebody. You know, you've been around wrestling a long time, as we were talking earlier. You were putting in some time back at the high school, helping out with some of the younger generation. And that's the giving back to the wrestling community. I think that's what's different. I'm sure there's a few football players that might go back to their program, but it's different. Getting out on the mat and wrestling around and showing technique to younger guys as an older guy, it really carries a lot of weight, and it's something you don't see in a lot of other sports.
I'd say the wrestling community to me is definitely possibly one of the better families in my opinion. Again, like you're saying, alumni constantly coming back into the room trying to teach that younger generation stuff that they may not know.
For sure. Yep. I was telling you that earlier. You know, my guy went in and got a little bit of practice and saw some of the Division I alums, and you know, they spent some time talking with him and working on some technique that they were learning at the Division I level. So, you know, it's stuff that we love here. Man, it is a sea of purple already. I hope the camera crew is out there just getting some of these guys in, because it's incredible so far.
Which, in fact, it is tonight. Tonight is Sea of Purple night here at the University of Montevallo, so hopefully we'll see a good crowd of athletes here tonight as well as students. Still don't think it will ever compare to that first ever home match here.
That's right.
That was to me, that is the bar set right now.
Yep, for sure.
And obviously seats, that one being filled by a lot of the high school programs in the area, mostly from the Birmingham area. Saw a couple teams come up from the south. Saw
Yep,
Daphne in the
for
crowd.
Sure. Yeah, and I'm excited for many reasons. I mean, we love it here in the Central State Bank Arena for wrestling. A lot of other teams do come out to cheer on the program. So, like we said, expect it to get exciting here, especially if we start out at 125. This is going to be a fireworks match.
Well, they're getting ready here to start their senior night ceremony. Obviously, like we were saying, first going to be brought into this broadcast first with the honoring of Gabe Hicksonbaugh later. Actually, they're going to go with true seniors.
Yep. Looks like they're going to start out with Austin Bird. Austin Bird's a local, went to Oak Mountain. Wrestled for 2 seasons and majoring in mathematics.
Workhorse in the classroom in WCA all.
Yeah,
honors.
that's huge. The Scholar All-American is great. It's, you know, it's what every student athlete's looking to get. And it looks like he's going to get into accounting, so that should work right in there with his major. And our next senior here is Isaiah Jones. native of Foley, Alabama, and majored in business management. Next up is one of our new transfers, a senior with a year left of eligibility, Max Stedford.
Max currently ranked by the Open mat 15th, and the NWCA has him a little bit higher, just at that 14th spot.
For sure. I see here was a 3-time super regional placer. That's very cool. And he graduated from Mercyhurst University with a bachelor's in accounting. So looks like he's got a bright future ahead of him and crunching numbers. We got Jeffrey Tubbs.
I'd say Jeffrey going to get a little bit of love here. Everyone.
Yeah, everybody loves Jeffrey on campus. He's the big man.
Very well known across campus. Again, like I said earlier, one of the very first to be a part of this program.
For sure.
So definitely rooted it here in Vallo.
Yeah, majored in exercise and nutrition science with a minor in psychology. He's got 35 career wins as a Montevallo Falcon, hopefully another tonight. Yeah, it was also another NCAA Scholar All-American honor, so that's really good, and also got All-Conference Carolinas academic team recognition.
And here he comes, the only national individual NCAA D2 era national champion at Montevallo, Gabe Hicksonbaugh.
Yep. He's out here with his mom, Michelle, and dad, Dave, and brother, Parker. They ended up with a Master's of Business Administration here from University of Montevallo. That's incredible.
Another NCAA Scholar All-American.
Yeah, ranked #1 in Open Mat, in WCA, and in WCA. That's awesome. Now they'll line up and hopefully have all the parents wrestle. Be some more fireworks for us. It's got all of our seniors with family on the mat. For those watching abroad, hopefully you're getting the video feed. Class act program here at Montevallo. Love how they treat their alum and their seniors. This is incredible, and just expect more and more as we grow this program locally. It's just going to continue to flourish.
Here we go. Getting ready to bring out.
This is a part that you just don't get at home, the hype. That's right. We get to feel that electricity coming.
Calm before the storm.
You know, you go through the highlight reels, seeing yourself up on the big screen and some of your matches, and it just, man, it gets the adrenaline pumping, gets your teammates fired up. All right, we got the announcements right now of our wrestlers. They're going to come out and meet up in the center, handshake. So I'm glad you're bringing that up because we have some possible lineup changes that have already taken place.
Mm-hmm. So there's your lineups for tonight's matchup.
Tradition we all love. Love hearing that national anthem.
Absolutely.
It's got our captains coming out. Official will be Dylan Luttrell here from Alabama. So we have Jeffrey Tubbs and Max Tedford out there on Montevallo Falcons side. Looks like the Falcons have won the toss. Can't tell if their odds are evens, but we'll figure it out.
So Emmanuel will be odd matches here.
And all this means at home is they'll get first choice in the second period. They have the choice to defer or take top, bottom, or neutral.
And here we go.
All right, coming out right now is Braden Mitchell from Emmanuel. He's number 10 ranked. He's a redshirt sophomore from Covington, Georgia. And on Montevallo's side, we have Cole Hunt, currently ranked number 7. He is a junior from Sugar Valley, Georgia. Went to Cass High School.
Here we go, eyeing each other up.
Yeah, similar builds, lanky.
We're underway here at Central State Bank Arena at 125. Cole Hunt and Braden Mitchell.
Yeah, good hand fighting. It's like a little 2-on-1 here from Braden Mitchell. Good job by Cole fighting that off. A little slide by there by Brandon Mitchell. Braden Mitchell did a good job, still in control. Looks like Cole's trying to seal off and gets his escape.
So Mitchell with the first takedown here. Nice little pass by to get behind Hunt. And he cuts and score here. 3-1 for Braden Mitchell. Definitely made the adjustment from last time these two have met, but Hunt tries to go in on the shot, but great counter by Mitchell.
And that's normal, right, Aiden? You don't always beat the same guy over and over again. They make little adjustments and figure out how to break your armor down.
Yeah, learn your game.
But good job by Cole. He's putting Braden on the edge of the mat. It's going to be whistled out of bounds. Good shot attempt, good re-attack by both wrestlers.
Nearing halfway point in this first period. If you're Cole Hunt, you can still take it. And there's a nice low single.
He's got that whizzer in, so no loss of control yet. He's got to get that leg up and shelf it.
Looks like that's exactly what he's trying to do here, but that looks like a deep whizzer. And has to get back in on a reshot. Nothing yet.
Braden's got to be careful with this whizzer that he has in, because like he's going, he's putting him in possible cement mixer, and does pick up the takedown before going out of bounds. Great job of control there by Cole Hunt.
Way to get back into this match mentally for him. Down by 2, and Mitchell makes a little bit of a small mistake there and was in huge danger, like you said.
Yep.
Hunt looked to go straight to the spiral rod, but Mitchell was able to stand up with ease. And we're back neutral here, 4-4.
Good attack by Cole, in on a leg. Braden's trying to fight that off, looks like Cole's trying to pipe the leg. Good job by Braden for fighting this off, but I mean, Cole is he is relentless looking for not only that takedown, but he's going to try and put him into possible near fall danger if he doesn't get that takedown up.
And great.
And we get a good stall warning out of this.
I was going to say, it was a little bit too good of defense there by Braden Mitchell. Started backing up and saw the out of bounds there and took his opportunity to get out of that danger.
Yeah, great job by official Dylan Luttrell. He's going to go ahead and call that. They want you wrestling center of the mat, being active and looking to improve. And after the first period, we have a good matchup so far.
Absolutely.
4-4 with one stall warning against Emmanuel's Braden Mitchell. Looks like Cole's going to choose bottom.
I was going to say before this match, Cole Hunt definitely looks like definitely gives off low single energy.
Yes.
And we saw about 5 different attempts as Mitchell will just cut in here, and Hunt will get 1 point for the escape.
Like I was saying earlier, good attack, re-attack by both wrestlers, just consistency across the board, and definitely a tighter match so far than the last time these two matched up this year.
Yeah, Cole Hunt here heavy on the hits, trying to look to get those 3 to get that, extend that lead to 4 points. Looks like we might get a stalemate here as Mitchell does still have control of the right leg of Cole Hunt.
Yeah, and Braden's going to try and bring that up over the head. High hips wins this match.
Turk in that bottom leg.
Nothing yet. Good 90 by Cole. Has not been put in danger.
Talk about grip strength. He's held onto that lock for a solid couple seconds.
Good stalemate call. That went on for quite some time. I'm glad the official let that play out, but I think that was a right call. They sat for a few seconds. The action slowed.
And quickly in on a shot was Cole. Looked to get to the double, but he switches off to the single.
Once again, he's got that leg shelved. He's able to slip out of that whizzer, or trying to right now. Should see hopefully a good return here.
And quickly tried to put in boots, nothing yet. Mitchell, he has a nasty whizzer. He's got that thing still hooked in there, no points. And there we go.
Takedown. And right on time too. Getting short time there.
Emmanuel coach is trying to tell Mitchell he's got short time and try to move. And they're going to obviously get Mitchell to go down here, down by 4 going into the third. For you high school wrestlers at home, this is when you got to push yourself in this third period.
That's right. This is what it all comes down to. Good claw ride by Cole. It's the little things, a little foot fighting that's going on between the wrestlers right now, each working for an inch, just a little bit to improve their position.
As head ref Latrell calling for Mitchell try to move, and eventually he does get out and he gets the escape. So now down by 3 is Mitchell. Comes down to, does he have enough in the tank to try to go after Hunt, or does Hunt?
I think Hunt's going to continue to take the fight to Mitchell.
Mitchell seems like a very defensive wrestler here. Hasn't taken too many shots. It's all been Cole Hunt on the attack for the most part.
I got to imagine Mitchell's also thinking, if I do get a takedown, we're going into sudden victory. That's 2 minutes on our feet, neutral. And so far, besides that first takedown, Cole has really been active on his feet as the initiator of contact.
So looking for Latrell calling Mitchell, telling him to move back to the center. Still holding the edge there of the mat, though. Hunt, again, has been the main one attacking here. No stall call yet, again. And we're going to go out of bounds.
Yeah, good call by the official. Wants to see that improvement. Braden did just enough to really circle at the last minute to not put himself in any more jeopardy.
Mitchell had a little bit of a smirk there on his face as getting up from going out of bounds as Coach Michael Land giving some instruction to Cole Hunt. Michael Land and Mitchell having a little bit of an exchange and laughs. And that one shot that we've been trying to look for from Mitchell comes a little bit short here. Short time, 10 seconds. If he wants something, he's got to go get it.
Good attack by Mitchell. Good solid defense, hands and head by Cole. And I think that's going to wrap it up here. We got a good victory coming out of the box. Little 8-3 or 8-5 win from Cole Hunt.
That's going to be Cole Hunt's 4th ranked win of the season, getting that one over the number 10 ranked Braden Mitchell from Emmanuel. And we're moving to 133 now.
Yeah, we got Alex McMiller from, he's a senior from Emmanuel. He's from Satellite Beach, Florida. He's going to take on a freshman here, a local Joseph Sowell from Huntsville, Alabama. So actually pretty excited to see this match. Love to see a freshman and a senior matchup. You know, see what the growth of the sport looks like. This is a first-year guy for Montevallo, and he's being entrusted at that 33 position to go out there and compete.
Mm-hmm. Joseph Sowell.
And I think he had a decent run this past Sunday at a local tournament.
So 8-10 on the season. Alex McMiller 7-6. Shane, what are you looking here for Sowell here in this match against McMiller?
Well, you got to obviously be active, taking some shots. You know, at this stage, you're a freshman. You have nothing to lose. You're in your first home crowd duel. So you've got the crowd behind you. You got your team behind you. You're wrestling a senior. Like I said, you have nothing to lose. Go out there and just be active. Good hand fighting. Good slide-by attempt there by McMiller, but he got Mick denied by Sowell.
The Falcons picked up 3.
Good 2-on-1 here by Sowell, trying to make up some ground and just move McMiller around the mat. Possibly looking for a little inside trip there maybe, or sweep on the leg. Good shot by Sowell.
Got to give credit to him.
McMiller's trying to keep that head buried, keep that front headlock on. Little gator roll try, but it looks like Sowell was able to fight that off. Almost put McMiller in a bad position to potentially go to his back.
Almost flipped the script on him.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, so far I like what I see. You know, Sowell's looking to be active in this match. Obviously, you know, he's not falling for any of that McMiller trickery. You know, little gator roll from a front headlock. I did like the 2-on-1 that Sowell was able to get a hold of. You got to use it, you know, put it to work. Shove that fist up in their throat, drag them backwards the opposite direction. Just be active with that 2-on-1. Just have a purpose with it. We're getting to that short time stage here at the 133 matchup. Sowell's done a good job as a freshman fighting off this senior. No score yet.
Definitely a great match.
Yeah,
McMiller.
good. Yeah, good little single pick there by McMiller, but Sowell did a great job to defend that and got his leg out quick.
I definitely say that round goes to Sowell. He's a freshman here in his first home match. Has definitely looked very strong so far defensively.
Yeah, on paper, McMiller's 7-6 record on the season. You know, I mean, on paper his record's a little better, but I'm pretty excited about how this match has gone Sowell's way so far. Hopefully he can keep some pressure on, get a little ride time here, maybe a nice return.
Try to suck him back there and get him back down, but McMiller is able to escape there, finally get the escape.
Good shot attempt by Sowell. I think at this stage, Sowell's got to get that 2-on-1 working for him, make some adjustments, force McMiller to start backing and try and draw that penalty, that stall warning. Good front headlock by Soul, chasing that leg, and there's a takedown by Soul.
Hey, momentum on your side, Soul. Ride with the wave. Looking to put a single boot in there, but McMiller denying him.
Good job. Going to punch through that rib section to get him off his base and belly down.
Looks like he's trying to go for the wrist.
Yeah, I figured he was waiting for McMiller to try and build up before throwing that leg in, but I think at this stage maybe just, I was going to say just cut him. I think Soul's getting a little breath of fresh air right now and maybe a little confidence that he can take him down again.
So score 3-2 here after Soul was able to get the takedown and ride McMiller for a little bit and then allowed McMiller to stand up.
It looks like McMiller's got, he's not a one-trick pony, but he's looking for that same slide by, grab your low single on the way by. And Soul's really matching up well with him with that defense.
Yeah, he fooled me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
That's right.
But Soul has made the adjustment and leads here going into the final period, 3-2 over McMiller, with ride time sitting at 47 seconds, it looks like.
Yeah, it's good that you brought that up. In-match adjustments are really critical for wrestling. You've got to understand your opponent, and you've got to make those quick adjustments in the match, in the heat of the battle.
And going to Hunt Cole's match earlier, is I think you could say that was something you saw a lot of, is Cole immediately read what Mitchell was doing and made the adjustments, and obviously came out with the win.
That's right. And great job by Soul right there, getting out from underneath him. It looked like McMiller might be tough ride on top at trying to pick up that ride time, but Soul was able to get out of there pretty quick without giving up much time.
Yeah, only lost 9 seconds, it looks like. And there again, McMiller trying to go to that pass by over to the low ankle pick. It's just defended so well by Soul, getting his leg out just in time.
Really want to see Soul get back to that 2-on-1. I think he had a lot of luck with it, and I really think he can force McMiller, but to start backing. Oh, McMiller in. Now there's that stall warning, Aiden, on McMiller. Or sorry, that was on Soul. But great job by McMiller. He got in on an ankle. Good scramble right now going on by both wrestlers.
Soul now getting the left ankle, it looks like, trying to hold on to that for dear life, and he got it now. As McMiller's trying to pick a side to go to.
Good job by Soul.
What a scramble for Soul to get out of danger, and now he's on top, looking to get behind.
Good crossface. He can get this crossface. There it is. There's the three.
Great job by Joseph Soul. Was in a bit of a tricky situation and fought back, and now he's got advantage here. 7-2 your score with 10 seconds remaining here.
That was huge for the freshman right there. He was in a waterfall position. He was able to escape, immediately got back in contact, and was able to get that takedown off of McMiller. Great match.
Joseph Soul wins 7-2 here over Alex McMiller. Getting a decision.
Oh, and as we anticipated, the sack is going crazy right now. Everybody's excited. Love it.
Score is now 6-0 for the Falcons as we move to the 141 weight class with Emmanuel's Isaiah Davis and Montevallo's Caden Brown.
Now, it looks like Isaac Davis here. He's a junior from Elberton, Georgia. Caden Brown, sophomore from Dallas, Georgia. Potential these guys could have seen each other locally in Georgia. But like I was telling you earlier, Caden has really stepped his game up this year. He worked into the lineup last year off and on, but just didn't really crack the open lineup. and just has really turned it on this year, doing a great job. A lot of improvements from him.
See Isaiah Davis kind of eyeing up Brown while he was waiting on Brown to put on the bands. But here we go at 141. Falcons again up 6-0 over the Emmanuel Lions.
2-on-1, a little rush in there by Isaiah. Out of bounds. I see a lot of strength here, and unfortunately using that strength will burn up a lot of energy in the first period.
Caden asked for a run of injury time.
It looks like he just kind of got tweaked a little down in his shin or calf.
Yeah, Davis got in on a great blast double shot there. Picked Brown right up, but they were out of bounds, and he continued through the move and slammed him right down.
Yeah, Davis is going back to that Russian, that 2-on-1 arm bar. Like I was saying, he looks like he's incredibly talented in strength and probably speed and athleticism. Caden needs to weather the storm. He needs to be on the attack and put Davis on his heels.
Yeah, Brown's going to have to watch and pick his moment here in this one. Talking about that strength, Davis, like, it looked like he had his hand just gripped there, and Brown was running in circles trying to get it off. So again, grip strength from both sides at an all-time high, in my opinion.
For sure. Yeah, like I was saying, Caden here has got to be on the attack. He's got to put Davis in the position to be moving his feet. Yeah, so where are we, Aiden, after our first two matches? We're up Montevallo right now 6-0 on Emmanuel. So what we're looking for is, keep each match close, right?
Absolutely.
Don't give up the fall. That's 16 points. We want to try to avoid that. So keep it a close matchup through 3 periods.
See Coach Michael Land there coaching Caden Brown in this one. Coach Land, a local product from Alabama as well. Went to Moody High School and went on to wrestle at Newberry, and then went down to the NAIA level at Reinhardt. Now he finds himself here helping coach Montevallo Falcons as Brown and Davis. Again, great scrambling there.
For sure. Both wrestlers edge of the mat. No one really to hang a stall warning on. I think that was both wrestlers that were there by choice.
So we're nearing under 30 seconds left here in this first period at 141. No score between the two.
Yeah, and I anticipate a flurry by Davis, and this is where Brown really needs to turn his offense on.
You see both definitely have activating those fast twitch muscles as Brown quickly reacted to any slight movement that Davis is flying at him. And that's the end of the first period here.
And we have no score, which I'm liking what I see so far. Like I think I said earlier, I think the longer this match goes on, the more this is going to fall on Caden's side.
And Caden will choose bottom here as the Lions chose to defer. And it looks like Davis.
Yeah, I think Davis is looking to get ride time here. I think he's just got that build that he's going to try and hang on and get his 1 minute of ride. And we have a stall warning called on red. That's going to happen when you're hanging on in the neutral position from behind without letting your opponent go or returning them.
Absolutely. Trying to get a glance over there at that ride time. Looks like it's just looks to be 19 seconds, so nearing 20 seconds of ride time. And he's going to finally let Brown go. So that's the first points in this match coming from the escape of Caden Brown.
Caden's got to fight that 2-on-1 off. This is where Davis wants to be. I think he's happy here. I think he's looking to get a trip in.
Yeah, you've got to be 100% focused in this one if you're Caden Brown. Davis won't let up an inch on you, it looks like, especially when he gets the move that he wants or any sort of upper hand.
Yeah, absolutely. And I like what Caden's doing here. He's hanging on that head, making Davis feel that weight on his neck. And it's important right now that he wears Davis out to get this into the third period and potentially have a good shot at victory.
So stalemate call there. And it's going to be a caution on Brown, as it looked like Brown was just ready to go straight out the gate and go for that ankle pick. And Davis, talking about those in-match adjustments, moves that left out and puts the right on the line.
Yeah, it's not easy changing up your lead leg in a match for sure.
Right there, I think if I have to say so, Shane, that was Caden's opportunity right there.
And here's an opportunity for out of bounds and a stall. There it is.
That's going to be 1 point for Caden, picking up the second stall warning.
A flurry of attacks got him an additional point by moving Davis to the edge of the mat, controlling him, upper body, and moving him out of bounds. Great job by Caden Brown.
We got 16 seconds left here in this second period. Brown up 2-0 off an escape point and a stall point from Isaiah Davis. Davis just going to go straight in. Both wrestlers on the mat, and that's going to be the end of the second period. Caden Brown up 2-0. Davis is going to choose to take bottom.
I think you go optional start here. Davis is coming up to his feet quick. I want to see Brown get a good ride out here, but let's see what we got. Okay, so no real action yet. Looks like a little roll through, kind of Granby roll from Davis.
Yeah. Caden's going to try to kill as much ride time. And nice job.
Good return. Good heavy hips here by Caden. He's got Davis broken down on his belly and has a good ride on that arm. So he collected that wrist, and he's got a good little Navy ride hopefully about to occur.
Chooses to let go of that one wrist as Davis breaks down to stop the tilt,
and if Davis doesn't get that head off the mat, he may potentially be looking for another stall point for Caden Brown.
I'd say Caden Brown's on point to get the additional riding time point, as he is over 30 seconds here.
There it is, right there.
Stall.
That's an additional point to Caden Brown off of a stall call. Davis is just having a trouble getting his head off the mat.
Looked like he had a chicken wing in there and was trying to go.
Yeah, good opportunity for a head lever right here, but he looks like he's digging that in, and he's going to pick up near falls here.
Walk it up here. Let's see what he can get. Davis in danger.
This is going to be a huge shift for Falcons if he can pull a pin off here.
I'm about to say, if he could have just sat through, I think he would have had that pin all day. But great near fall there for Caden Brown. He's going to pick up a major decision, which will be huge in this one.
Yep, that's 14 points. That would put Falcons up 10-0. Obviously, we got a little bit more wrestling left, so.
Caden's going to turk one of the legs, and he's going to pick up a big win here for the Falcons.
Wow, great job.
Go up.
Yeah, great job by Caden Brown. Well wrestled match right there.
Definitely weathered the storm, like you said. So Caden Brown going to pick up the 8-0 victory. And that's going to move the team score up 10-0 here for the Falcons as we move into 149. Isaac Piatak will take on the number 15 ranked Max Stedford.
Yeah, Max is a grad. He's out of Pennsylvania, He's here with 1 year left of eligibility. Really exciting guy to watch. He's tall and lanky for 149. Isaac is he is a senior from Garner, North Carolina. So I'm pretty excited about this match. Max is a lot of fun to watch. He's real good on his feet, and he is heavy on top. Great crossbody ride, good tight waist.
Piatek 9-6 on the season. Stedford 17-3.
And I'm the benefactor of enjoying Max being here because my son does get to wrestle with him quite a bit. So again, you got a senior, wrestler that's out here able to pass on some information. So this is how you grow your program, guys. You bring in talent, and they help push your talent to that next level.
Absolutely, and Coach Owenby has set that standard in his room. Last couple of years he has been here.
Yeah, you know it, man. He's not just looking local either for talent. He's on the search. Him and Michael Land both do a great job recruiting and looking for guys that are looking for a new opportunity. And I mean, as a Montevallo family now, we're really excited about the program. Happy with what Coach Owenby's doing. Good attack, re-attack by both wrestlers here. We're on the edge of the mat. Max is in on a leg. Looks like Isaac's trying to get a little bit of a whizzer in, but Max is...
Isaac put himself in a dangerous move.
He sure
there.
did. No award of takedown, but great job on the edge of the mat by both wrestlers.
Let's see, head coach.
Bryce Killian.
Yeah, Bryce Killian. Giving Isaac Piatek some words of advice there, as he did put himself in a little bit of a dangerous move there, trying
That's
to.
right. Yeah, whenever you put someone to their back, the Central State Bank Arena goes nuts. Everybody starts getting on their feet, and that just gets the whole crowd pumped.
Talk about roof being blown off in an instant.
Good hand fighting by both wrestlers. Max just real patient. He looks for his opportunity. Good attack there by Isaac. Max is doing a great job just to take that out of his midsection there with Isaac. Get himself into a waterfall, or looking for a crossface here.
Yeah, he's trying to work around, but finally they're just going to cut. You see Max a little frustrated that he hasn't gotten any points yet. Piatek definitely giving him a bit of a fight.
For sure. Hey, sometimes you just match up well with somebody, and this might be a good matchup for Isaac Piatek.
And that's going to be the end of the first period. No score from either side, as Stedford will take bottom here.
We're also coming off the holiday break. I was just looking back to see, the last time Max competed was December 13th through the 14th at the Midwest Classic.
You're absolutely right.
Good job by Max getting to his feet. Piatek held on for a few seconds, picked up 6 ride time, but I think he realized he wanted to be back head-to-head with Max.
Seems like that's where Piatek feels most comfortable, like you're saying. Has had several opportunities against Stedford to get some points, but Stedford, like you said, has that height to him, allows him to get into.
Good shot right there by Max.
Great job, straight in. Might get some back points here, and he will. He's going to rock off 2 back points there.
It's a quick 5 points. Excellent by Max, and just powerful on the
He's
top.
He's going to go for it again, and he's got the fall looking for it here now. Flat man.
We got front row seats to this show, Aiden. and it's looking good right now.
Had front row seats for high school match earlier, and that was a fire buster.
He's stuck. That's going to be a big 6 for the Montevallo Falcons.
And there it is.
That's going to put the Falcons up 16-0 over Emmanuel. Great job by Max Stedford right there.
You know, you bring up not having a match since December 13th and 14th. Last time this team had a dual match was all the way back in November. Just been tournament wrestling those last 3 times. But great job there by Max Stedford. Saw where his opponent had put himself in, and we're going to get 157 here next.
We have Christian Gordon. He is a senior from East Coweta, Georgia. He's going to be taking on one of our hammers at 157. Carson Freeman, he's a junior. He's local here at Alabaster. And, you know, I've had a lot of folks ask me, Aiden, what do I think about the program? And, you know, for me, having a kid who went to Thompson High School, which is one of the premier 7A wrestling schools in the state, I said it's really no different for him. It's just like he had a college program that he wrestled through in high school and middle school, and so it's an easy transition here into the Montevallo program. So that's one thing I've had a lot of folks ask, and I love sharing that information because this is college wrestling. This is the top of the line.
And Freeman in quick. He's got a single, but Gordon quickly trying to fight it off with a big slam.
Wow, that was a great pickup of 3. I was sitting here thinking, oh, man, great mat return, but he had no control. That just put him in control.
It looks like Freeman's just going to cut Gordon here, but Gordon quickly, as soon as he got cut, went straight to a 2-on-1, trying to do a big pass by. But Carson Freeman on his toes, not going to let you catch him off focus. And you talk about the transitions from high school to college. Carson, like you said, went to Thompson, now here at Montevallo. Same wrestling room, different city.
Pretty much, yeah. It really doesn't feel any different to my son or Carson Freeman, who went to the same high school. You know, I've talked to a few of the other kids that wrestled at 1 through 5A or 6A schools, and it's a little different for them, you know, and they definitely are adjusting. But, again, when you have guys that are in the room that have been working at this level, it's kind of like you have to work at the same level as they are.
Yeah, someone who came from the 6A class, definitely still a lot different even at that age.
Most definitely. I agree 100% with you.
There are some 6A programs out there that are hammers and have some pretty nice rooms out there in Alabama.
Yep, Spain Park's got a D1 commit to Maryland. Great job, good takedown by Carson Freeman. Collected that wrist, looking to get maybe a hammerlock behind the back.
Just might see a tech fall here from Carson Freeman. No stranger to those seen with him.
That's right. I think that's the plan. He's doing a good job. He's got that hammerlock. He's moving the head, trying to get him to give up some ground.
So score here 6-1 for Carson Freeman. Overall team score 16-0 for the Falcons.
Yeah, it looks like Christian was originally pinned in as a 149-pounder, so maybe put on a little bit of weight over the holidays. That does happen.
Possibly got bumped up from 149 to come in here at the 157 spot as well.
Yeah, a solid flex on his weight plan. Usually guys are, you know, slowly tapering down. Christian decides he's going to enjoy some holiday meals and go up.
And that's going to be the end of the first period. Carson Freeman up here 6-1 with the choice for Emmanuel. They shall defer, and Freeman will choose to go down. Freeman boasting minute 14 seconds on the ride time.
Also rocking a really good record this year. He's 13-8. Really usually in a dogfight in most of the opens that I've seen him wrestle in this year. 57 is one of those tough weight classes to be in.
And Carson Freeman got the easy escape. Now holds a 6-point lead, 7-1, as we take a little quick break. And Freeman, he's already ready to go as we wait on Gordon to fix the headgear. And Carson in on another beautiful shot there. Trying to shell that leg. But looks like another whizzer here from Gordon.
Good takedown by Carson. Not awarded yet, but definitely looked like he had control. But the official went ahead and waved that off since they were kind of in mid-scramble. Good call by Luttrell.
And what a move from Gordon. He's able to hit that Granby roll, and he put himself in a good position to have Carson's leg there, and now we're back in here with Carson trying to fight to get to the takedown, and he does. So another 3 award for Carson Freeman. The score will now be 1-10. So again, Freeman, now you're kind of in that zone looking to get those bonus points.
Yeah, he's already racked up ride time, so that's going to calculate into the equation once the match is over. But I got a feeling, like you said, Aiden, I think Carson's going to go ahead and look to pick up a few additional points and maybe a tech fall here.
So 43 seconds left here in the second period. Carson Freeman still on top.
Optional start.
That's kind of what you see when someone's trying to go for the tech fall. It's trying
That's
to just
right.
allow the person.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. There's really no reason to expend all that energy. Another takedown by
Right
Freeman.
there. So the score's going to go 2-13 now.
Going to put him 4 points away from a tech fall. He's got a good half set in, but we're running short on time in the second period.
He's going to back out of that and try to go to the wrist control. And you see Carson looking over there towards Owenby and Land, asking what can he do, but before that can happen, second period will end. Score 2-13 here for Carson Freeman. Gordon.
So Christian Gordon takes bottom position. I got a feeling Carson's going to go ahead and let him get set and then say, let's go neutral or optional start. Yep, optional start.
And Gordon, he's just going to sit there for a second and then say, okay, I'll stand up now.
That's right. So this is going to put Carson Freeman 5 points away from the tech. So really what he's looking for is hopefully a good takedown to back, maybe a nice Greco move.
And there it is. There's the takedown. That's going to move him up to 16. So 3-16 is your score. And he's in on a wing and has the wrist.
Yeah, he collected the wrist and slid that wing in right away.
Switches off from wrist control to a half, so he's got the wing and half.
Gordon's doing a good job of adjusting his hips, just waiting to feel which side Carson Freeman's going to and adjust accordingly.
And Freeman looks like he's just going to lit him up again and try to get a takedown. So escape and right in. Freeman gets the takedown. Score now 19-4, and that's going to be it. Carson Freeman's going to get the tech fall here, 19 or 20-4 with that ride time factor.
And picks up 5 points for the team. That's going to put Montevallo up 21-0 over Emmanuel as we go into these late rounds.
Yeah, 21-0. It's almost kind of, a little bit wild stuff happens here in these next 4 bouts.
That's right. That's right. And Aiden, we have at 165 from Emmanuel, Nate Stratton. He's from Livonia, Georgia. He's going to be taking on Jake Chisholm, Jr. from Oxford, Alabama.
I have to say, Shane, I'm very excited to see Jake wrestle here.
You and me both. I've been watching Jake wrestle for years, man, when he was back in high school. Fun to watch, explosive, very strong, and he's gritty. He likes to get in there and mix it up.
Jake and I having a bit of a past. Pell City and Oxford rivals, obviously down there in the 6A. But me and him, still good buddies. Great to see him healthy and back in here. Stratton, 3-11 on the season. So
As most matches, it starts out with a little bit of hand fighting, feel out your opponent a little bit, pressure into them, pull on them a little bit. Let's see what they adjust.
And
great job, Jake. Right in on a leg for the quick takedown. And he's got that leg Turk, so there's a real good possibility he may get some near fall points out of this.
I would not be too surprised.
Chisholm ever put you in the near fall position?
I think I could. I don't think I can count that high.
I'm pretty sure he'd put me in near fall positions too.
Back in the day, I think his bread and butter used to just be going to that 2-on-1 tilt to either side. Remember being in the ironclad room so many years with him as well. That's all he would still ever do, even in live wrestling.
Yeah, I have to hand fight a wrestler almost every day, so. And there's that 2-on-1 tilt that you're just talking about.
He's going to get it to crank over, and he's going to get his near fall here. And there's 4. Score 7-0 here.
Got a little nosebleed.
And it looks like a pretty hefty nosebleed there.
Let's keep that off of our mats now.
Yeah, we don't want that Huntington red on there.
Our trainer Kate is out there taking care of the little bloody nose.
And you know, I'm looking at that schedule, Shane, and I speak of bringing up Huntington. You know, we're not going to get the Bird Nest Cup this year.
We're not, man. We're really, you know, the Matt Byrne team bought a trophy for the, you know, battle for the nest, and we have the Hawks and the Falcons, and for some reason, Coach Oliver just, you know, he felt it was just really tough to drive all the way up here to Montevallo and get some wrestling in local with all these scholarship kids that are here.
Alabama or Montevallo and Huntington, the only 2 programs in the state of Alabama, as everyone knows, that have wrestling programs here.
That's right, and we don't look at it as a rivalry. We look at it as it's mat time. That's what we need, and that's what your wrestlers need. We all need mat time. So
great thing for the state trying to grow this sport.
That's right. And we did send a few guys down to the Huntington Classic, or Huntington Hawks Classic this past Sunday. Had 5 placers from the Montevallo team. That's pretty solid. A lot of local high schoolers wrestling in that event. Actually had 2 high schoolers that took first place there.
Yeah,
we had one at 57, D1 Maryland commit, Bradley Williams out of Spain Park, and I believe it was an Auburn kid at the 165-pound matchup.
Mm-hmm. Trying to get that exposure, get your name out there for sure,
Yep.
Especially for the 165 from Auburn. Everyone, as Shane mentioned, Bradley already committing to Maryland. That's
for sure.
Very huge.
Yep, had the Stifler brothers down from Enterprise. They were both there, and had a few girls wrestling in the Lady Hawks Classic.
And he's got a
cradle right here by Chisholm.
So holding 4 here, and instead, I think Jake is instead looking to try to get the fall. But that, looking at his grip, he's holding on. And
yeah, he's really not in a good position to complete this cradle.
And he will let go. He's going to get his near fall, and that's going to move him up to 11.
It looks like we have a cotton ball that came out, so hopefully as long as they don't push into it, we'll ride the rest of the timeout. Jake's already up over 2 minutes of ride time.
And it's only the first period, folks, and he goes straight to that 2-on-1 tilt. And
that's going to pick up the tag with no time left on the clock.
And Nate Stratton, that one cotton ball, as you said, fell out. And looking at him now, that nose, almost every inch covered in red.
So didn't give Jake what I thought. I thought he was giving him a full count of 4 near fall. So maybe as Luttrell had lunged forward to be in a better position to count, he didn't get the bopper to hit him in time. So it looks like Jake's Chisholm is up 13-0 over Nate Stratton. love the sport of wrestling. You got Emmanuel's head coach out there, Bryce Killian, smiling to his wrestler as he's got a bloody face. Tough run here for Stratton. You've been bloodied up. You're just about to be tacked.
And Jake getting the decision to choose where he wants to go, and he says, "I want neutral."
And this is just Jake to let you know, like, hey, I am still a ranked wrestler right now.
Stratton saw an opportunity to try to go for it. Jake's got a cradle here, but they're just going to call it there and give him the takedown. You see Owen be a little bit upset about the call there. Was wanting to get that one extra point.
Use that one extra point. That's going to put our Falcons up, looks like 26-0 over Emmanuel. And a little T-shirt bomb into the audience. All right, what do we got coming up here? We have from Emmanuel, Michael McCarthy, a senior from Melbourne, Georgia. He's going to be taking on our Aiden Knight, junior from McCalla. Went to McAdory High School, currently sitting on a 7-8 record for the season.
Michael.
Yeah, Aiden's one of those fun wrestlers. He's got some country boy strength in him. He gets in awkward positions and then just muscles his way out of it. Looking forward to seeing him. He did a few years at the Warrior, now Stronghold Wrestling Club, so he's no stranger to the wrestling game local.
Michael McCarthy, 8-2 on the season for Emmanuel. So this is definitely one match that I think we highlighted before, just for Aiden Knight, a little bit of boost of confidence to get you back to that 500% on the season.
That's right. Yeah, we want to see him shine here. Stay out of bad positions. Looks like McCarthy was already trying a standing Merkel. That could have ended poorly for Aiden, but great job of fighting that off. Looks like McCarthy's got about probably 4 inches on Knight as well.
So as we said, team score 26-0 here for the Falcons over Emmanuel right now, as we're in the 174 category. Aiden Knight, don't know if you mentioned it, coming in from McAdory High School, big surplus came in for that first season from McAdory.
For sure. Good trip effort there by McCarthy, which netted him a single leg. So he's got that up under his shoulder and is looking for a trip and does get the takedown on Knight.
So now if you're Aiden, you have to try to get up here, try to salvage this period, come away with some points. That's exactly what he'll do. He'll get it to stand up and escape for one.
So Aiden's got a nice blast double when he's feeling it. He is a head-up blast double kind of guy, similar to Jordan Burroughs. He's going to put his forehead right in your breadbasket and elevate up. So looking to see him possibly get that shot going for himself.
Both wrestlers, again, kind of like in the beginning of most of these matches, feeling each other out still right here.
Yeah, you know, Aiden, when you get that first takedown, a lot of times that gives you that confidence to take another and just be active on your feet. And this is one of those where, you know, you just, as a wrestler, you got taken down, shake it off, have amnesia, you know, get it out of your head and work to get your offense going.
Aiden Knight able to thwart the attack from McCarthy as McCarthy tried to get in on a double. But both wrestlers carried out of bounds, and now we're back here at center. If you're Aiden Knight right here, you got 30 seconds left. Explode. Go after something.
Absolutely. You got. There it is.
There's that double. Switching off to the single now. Got to carry that up.
Yeah, McCarthy's got a whizzer there, but great job by Aiden running him around the mat.
He's trying to get that step over, but he collapses, and now he's got that one leg trapped underneath him. And McCarthy's trying to break it back down and break the grip.
Short time here. Aiden's got to hang on for 5 more seconds. All right, good job by Knight. Was able to fight that potential, really just a counterattack off of his takedown. Looks like McCarthy's going to take bottom position.
So still yet to come later in tonight's bout, we have Josue Mendoza and Jeffrey Tubbs at 184, Tony Aaliyah and Cole Sykes at 197, and then Willie Cox and Kobe Pablo at 285. That 285 matchup, again, something we highlighted earlier, that could be a pretty good one. Both wrestlers have very similar records right now in the season.
Yeah, and I'm just going to say this. I'm pretty sure that's Pablo, who's been standing behind the rest of his team for most of the match. If I'm sure who their heavy is. I mean, that's looks like a pretty big guy, and he's been back there pacing the whole match.
Mm-hmm. And Shane, kind of bring up jokes here. Before going live on the broadcast, your score prediction was a 9-point win for the Falcons.
Yeah, really fell short on that, didn't I?
I think the Falcons covered the spread here.
I think they did.
As Michael McCarthy and Aiden Knight here in on the waterfall. Right here, just trying to hold on for life, get a stall call or get the stalemate.
For sure. Knight had that crotch lock, which was good, keeping him out of danger, and he's trying to attack those ankles, but looks like McCarthy's going to put himself in position here to get the takedown, which he just did.
He's going to move up to 7 points now, so the score 7-1 for McCarthy, and he's going to wipe off whatever ride time Aiden Knight had here, as Aiden Knight is able to stand up here. Trying to look for the mat return as they carry out of bounds. Time will expire. So your score is 7-1 here for Michael McCarthy over Aiden Knight right now as we enter the third period. And Aiden Knight will choose to go on bottom.
That's right. We are in a scoring position, which you have 3 to choose from, top, bottom, or neutral, and they're all scoring positions.
So caution there.
Yeah, I think he was just pushing, kind of preloading weight into Aiden Knight's hands, but good catch by the official, and nothing that has to be anything other than a warning to the wrestler.
And Aiden Knight now on his feet, and great cutaway. Gets the escape now, scores 7-2.
Yeah, McCarthy's got 32 seconds of ride time in the match. Good shot attempt there by Aiden Knight.
McCarthy, though, quick to react and gets back on the sprawl.
And he was able to get Aiden to belly out quick and does pick up another takedown. You got Coach Killian here who's telling him, hey, let's go get another.
Score now 10-2 for McCarthy.
Well, that's the natural 8. He gets this ride time in another 4 seconds, and that's going to give him the plus, which he didn't get the ride time just yet. He's literally a few tenths of a second away from ride time.
Aiden Knight tried to go in on a shot, but was kind of fell off, and he's going to try to go for the bonus points, get the tech here.
Yeah, I think they're going to try and get some points on the board here.
So he picked up the takedown, puts him up to 13, and then allows Aiden Knight to escape for 4 to get the 1 point. Aiden Knight in on a shot.
I'd like to see Aiden get in on these shots without bellying. Which to me, he's overextending on his shots.
Score 16-5. And Aiden, he's just taking those shots. And it's going to allow McCarthy to get some points. As you see McCarthy just putting that shoe to Aiden's head. But
yep. Good job by Knight. Yeah, good job by Knight fighting off the tech fall. I mean, it was coming.
Limiting the blow.
But Emmanuel's on the board now with 4 points. With a major from McCarthy over Knight.
So next up, again, like I said, is the 184 bout with Josue Mendoza and Jeffrey Tubbs.
Some smack talk going on by McCarthy and the rest of the Montevallo lineup. He faked throwing a T-shirt into the audience, and of course the wrestler said scoreboard, which pretty much is all you need to say.
Absolutely.
All right, we got senior Jeffrey Tubbs from Alabaster coming out, making his lineup run at 184. He's going to take on Jose Mendoza, sophomore from Hodgson, Georgia, with a 4-6 record.
And you know, you go back to that chirping point. Yes, the scoreboard is showing 26-4, but something I'd also like to say is this team went to King and beat King, number 25 team in the nation, and it is currently 26-4. As Jeffrey Tubbs in on the shot.
Good
Gets the
job.
takedown.
Great takedown by Jeffrey. You know, I mean, you're saying that, Aiden, but I'm thinking to myself, maybe it's just because of the Student Activity Center, man. It gets crazy here in the Falcon Sack. You know, the sea of purple that's here tonight in the Central State Bank Arena, that's a huge factor.
For all you college football fans, it's almost like Bama and Auburn in the Iron Bowl and Bama going down to Jordan Hare. It's cursed.
That's right.
Kinda.
That's right.
Calling so many games over the past couple of years, being a student, watching all sorts of magic go down in this arena has been. So Jeffrey up here 3-1 after letting Mendoza up.
He was looking through the Emmanuel's lineup, and quite a few, got a couple of grads, quite a few seniors, and then a handful of some sophomores. So, you know, I'm sure they left some guys back home, but, you know, pretty good little lineup, and we'll be losing some guys this season. Obviously, you know, as we have senior night tonight, we are going to be losing some seniors, but pretty happy with what we have in the stock.
Great takedown there by Jeffrey Tubbs. Going to move to 6-1 now.
Hopefully a good mat return here. Nice return by Jeffrey.
Great job.
Always gets the crowd fired up.
Yes, sir. And Tubbs will just let Mendoza get away with the escape there. Score 6-2 now. Jeffrey 2-2 on the season. Not getting a whole lot of mat time this season so far, but he does deliver when he does.
That's right. Well, you know, I'm sure your senior year. Usually your senior year, you do have some focus, you know, trying to finish up, make sure everything's lined up. But Jeffrey in on another shot here.
And he has to back out there as Mendoza was able to get out of it. And that's going to be the end of the first period here. Score 6-2 for Jeffrey Tubbs. Falcons up 26-4 on the Lions. You know, I'd say this is a pretty good crowd here for tonight.
You know, school starts tomorrow, so you got a lot of guys a lot of folks that are back on campus, but probably trying to get some rest in before having to wake up at the crack of dawn for some classes.
I know that feeling exactly.
Mendoza in on a shot here. So far, good defense. Jeffrey's really trying to put some hip into him.
Kieran here.
Good escape. Get out of danger there by Tubbs.
Crowd trying to get behind Jeffrey Tubbs here. Again, scores just 7-2 here.
It's got Tubbs is 44 seconds of ride time, which is definitely one of those things you always got to keep in the back of your mind for college wrestling.
And Tubbs in on another single, switches off to the double, and we'll get another takedown.
Good job, Jeffrey.
Up 10-2. And get a count off there, and that's going to be a stall point for Mendoza as Tubbs hanging on to the feet. .52 seconds left here. In this second period. Tubbs looking to try to get more ride time built up here, and I think he is just shy, just like we saw with McCarthy.
For sure.
So score 10-3 now after Mendoza is able to get, or after Tubbs cuts him loose.
Jeffrey's just consistent pressure, back in on an attack.
That could have been bad for Mendoza, but he gets lucky and is able to bail to his stomach, but that will award Jeffrey Tubbs the takedown, and we'll be up 13-3 now.
Now with that takedown, Jeffrey Tubbs does secure ride time for now. We still got the third period, but it does, if I'm gonna be a betting man, I'm betting that Jeffrey.
And dropped him on his head straight onto his back and gets a 2 count.
On the near fall. I think Jeffrey's gonna try and put him in danger and get himself a possible tech on senior night.
That's a 5-point move out there in the freestyle.
That's right,
world.
you know it. That is feet to back with amplitude, for sure.
So score 15-3 here. Tubbs on top after Mendoza chooses to go on bottom. Tubbs can at least get that to.
Got a minute 31 of ride time. Which still, third period, Jeffrey's really been active with his takedowns and his offense. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say that you will see another flurry from Jeffrey Tubbs.
Score 15-4 as
Good
you
ankle
say
pick.
that.
Right into a nice trip.
That's going to put him at 18. So score 18-4 here. Just cut him loose and go for another one, Jeff. So score 18-4 now. Jeffrey just needing the takedown.
Coach Killian from the Emmanuel bench is just trying to get his wrestler built up to be active and start trying to find his offense.
Nice little duck under there by Mendoza. Obviously, Tubbs able to react very quickly to it. Got to give the Emmanuel Lions credit, though, where credit is due. Even though they may not walk out of here with a win, their wrestlers definitely have created the opportunities for them tonight and have been wrestling well.
I agree with you, Aiden. Good shot attempt by Mendoza. Well defended by Jeffrey Tubbs.
Tubbs in on another shot. All he needs to do is just switch sides and finish off, and that will be the tech fall. Jeffrey Tubbs gets the tech, 22-20. So Tubbs will win 21-5 here, boosting that bonus points up. That's going to be 31-4 here, and we're going to roll some replays. So Jeffrey Tubbs with that beautiful mat return straight onto the back and getting quick near fall points right there. That was a beauty right there, Shane.
Yep, that is coming in on senior night and putting on a show for the home crowd.
And now we're going to move to the 197 weight category, where we're going to see Emmanuel's Tony Olea take on Montevallo's Cole Sykes.
Yeah, Tony's a grad student. He's originally from Gilmer County, Georgia. Cole Sykes, again, another local Alabama resident here. He's a sophomore from Wilsonville, wrestled at Shelby County High School, and has a little brother on the team this year.
Again, another person I remember back in high school, didn't get to wrestle Cole personally, but a lot of my teammates there at Pell City and Pell City, Shelby County, no one really knows, but that's a little bit of a rivalry there. But I remember watching Cole develop back in those days, and I can't wait to see what he brings to the table here.
You know it. I've watched him for many years in the room. My son and him wrestled quite a bit, even though he's quite a bit bigger than my son. They seem to match up well, had similar body styles, and you know.
And a quick stall call there is Cole Sykes just bullies Olea out off the mat.
Yeah, and Cole's had some pretty good success this year. He's had good open showings.
Olea 4-8 on the season. Cole Sykes 7-2.
Yeah, the stats are great. Looking at some of these, team points that he's put up for the Falcons, just been very consistent. Olea doing a good job of fighting that 2-on-1 off. I think Sykes was looking. He's got him on the edge, so I figured he's going to go ahead and try and muscle him again to the edge of the mat. Good shot out of bounds. And he was able to get Olea at least close, and he's going to pick the takedown up right there on the edge of the mat. Great job,
Great
Cole
mat
Sykes.
awareness.
Yeah, great mat awareness. I agree.
So Cole picking up the takedown there, moves his score 3-0 here in this first period. 1:43 left. Falcons up 31-4.
Yeah, look for a good ride here on top by Sykes. He's just going to smother Olea. Looking to get maybe a stack half, 3/4.
Looks like Cole Sykes might have wrist control of the right hand. Looking to go across and get the left now.
Yeah, I had to go back and look at our stats. Cole actually took first at the 184 freshman sophomore at the Pepsi Open, Pepsi Patriot Open this year in Corbin, Kentucky. I remember him doing really well. His dad actually drove through the night to get there to watch him wrestle, which if you've ever been to the Kentucky Corbin for the Pepsi, man, that is a one-day long event. It's a pretty sizable drive as well.
Cole Sykes better watch himself here. He's trying to get the back points, and he will get near fall here.
Yeah, you definitely got to watch when you feel that head from your defensive wrestler or hand on your head. You got to be aware of where your shoulders are.
Absolutely. And he's going to get the 2 count there for near fall, so it's going to go up 5-0 now, and he's got a half in on Olea.
Oh, that's a solid half right there.
And he's got him on his back. Do we get the flat, man? Oh, you just got to cinch back and suck his head up.
Great bridge by Olea, and we had time.
Great near fall there for Cole Sykes. Picking up the forward. That's going to move him up 9-0 now. Gosh, that's one of those moves I remember in high school. Just, you have the guy right there, and you just got to squeeze just a little bit more and pick up that head.
That's right. So go to any youth tournament in the world that wrestles, and you love hearing that from the audience. Squeeze!
I think one of the best sounds to ever hear in wrestling across an arena is just the words.
That's right. That's what every wrestling mom learns right out of the gate. Squeeze.
And again, like you said, got to give credit to Alea there. Beautiful bridge to save himself from preventing the fall. And now he's right here trying to work off all that ride time that Cole Sykes had in the first.
And looks like he's trying for a little arm lever there, head lever, I mean. Good job by Sykes getting out of danger.
Sykes just stayed on the floor and immediately had the single. And that's going to be the second stall warning and a point awarded. Olea just kind of like, okay, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I think he looked at his coach. His coach is letting him know, like, mat awareness. You got to know where you're at.
So score now 11-1 for Cole Sykes. Needs a takedown and just to cut Olea loose to try to get that next takedown to get the tech.
And Sykes is already a minute 13 into ride time, so.
See Luttrell asking for some movement to the center.
What I really like, Sykes has got his back to the center of the mat. He's not giving up ground. He just keeps pushing Alea to the edge.
So under 30 seconds here in the second period. Sykes up 11-0 on Alea. And Alea's going to get
shot
in,
there by Alea.
And he's going to get the takedown.
Yeah, it looks like he caught Sykes on his heels for a brief second, was able to get in on that double.
So score now 11-3. Just 8 seconds on the clock here. And nice switch attempt there. Great movement, and he's right up to his feet. So Cole Sykes gets the escape at the end of the second period.
Oh, Leah's feeling something here. He's looking at his coach and said, I want to go neutral.
I'm looking at Cole, Cole putting his hands on his knees.
Well, last year Cole was a 174, and I don't think he was a big 174. So, once again, I think we got a little bit of holiday weight on us. But Sykes seems to be handling himself pretty well at this 197 weight class.
So score 12-3 here as we start the third period. Sykes does currently still hold the ride time point at 1 minute and 7 seconds.
This is going to be another stall call, I believe. Good job by Alea circling at the last second. One more step and he was definitely going to get hit and give up a point.
Sykes definitely dictating the pace of this match.
Yeah, good gas tank by Sykes too. I mean, he doesn't seem to be having too many problems with Alea. Kind of hoping to see a little throw there on the edge of the mat. I was getting excited.
Kind of thought that's what Alea was trying to go for. Wanted neutral, felt good about something.
When you're down 9 points, you got to do something pretty big. So.
And Sykes immediately pinning that one hand to the ground and going to draw the stalemate. So the score still 12-3 here now, under a minute. Sykes started off pretty high at the beginning of this match, but obviously now both wrestlers kind of slowing up a bit here.
Yeah, I hope, I would think in Sykes' mind, he's not too far away from a tech. But he also knows I have a pretty substantial lead right now, so I don't have to kill myself.
And Cole Sykes counters Alea's shot, and nothing yet. Aaliyah holding strong to that right leg, and they're going to give the takedown to Cole. So he's going to get 5 points here. No near fall yet. They're looking for that angle. Nothing yet. And that's going to be the end of the match. Cole Sykes wins 15-3. And Shane, I think it's safe to say that the Falcons have secured the win here tonight.
Yeah, I think it was a little higher than my original prediction. So great job by the Falcons. Put me in my place tonight. I'm going to have to eat crow. Great job by Cole Sykes. See if he can find somebody in the stands.
So Cole Sykes will get the major decision there.
All right, we got Kobe Pablo. He's a grad student from Anaheim, California, wrestling for Emmanuel at heavyweight. He's got an 11-5 record. He's going to be taking on Willie Cox, sophomore from Wetumpka, Alabama, with a 17-8 record.
And you know, the one thing I love about the atmosphere in this arena is, yes, the fans are amazing, but the walkout music they always choose. Some of you WWE fans out there, if you're listening, Willie Cox walkout music, the Mark Henry theme. So
Battle.
Falcons.
That's right, battle of the big guys.
So currently score is 35-4, the team score.
Good slide-by attempt here by Pablo. I like to see big guys that wrestle like they're little guys. It's fun. And Willie is one of those wrestlers. He's likes his Greco throws.
I say for the Lions, actually, we didn't get to talk about it. You brought up last time the Falcons wrestled was that December 13th and 14th, or was the Hawk Open. Yep. For the Lions, last match they went to was Midwest Classic back of that 13th, 14th in December. So first match from the break for the Lions. And
well, they got some work to go back home with for sure.
Might make you question what some of their wrestlers were doing during the break.
That's right. No more cookies, no more cakes.
But it does make you see that the Falcons definitely were in the room over the off of the break.
Yeah, I can confirm. They definitely had some good practices going on. I know my guy came home quite a few mornings and afternoons, and if the team didn't have a practice going on, a lot of times each guy around that weight class were pushing each other.
So I remember looking at the Emmanuel Lions athletic page and trying to look at the wrestling site, and I noticed a picture of Kobe Pablo earlier, and I've just now figured out that these two did meet at the Midwest Classic, and the winner of that was Kobe Pablo with the fall over Willie.
Okay.
He was up 7, falling up at Tech Loss. Kobe picked up the win via fall over Willie Cox.
Yeah, we just watched a really, really good job by Willie attacking, elevating, and getting Pablo on the edge of the mat. Willie dragging a toe. And Coach Ownby right now is arguing his call, arguing this with the official because he really felt as if there was control. Both hands around the waist. Coach Ownby gets a coach's misconduct warning. Good time to get it on the heavyweight match.
And, you know, last match of the night, your team obviously well ahead. You can afford to do that.
That's right.
And it was a well worth questioning.
Not to mention that speaks volumes. Your guys know that as a coach, you're going to go fight for them and fight for every point, especially when you believe that should have been control in a takedown. Yeah, I think Willie's looking to get some vindication for that last match.
Yeah, that match lasted 1 minute and 4 seconds before the fall, and here we're about to end the first period.
And Montevallo's added quite a few big guys to their lineup, so Willie's had some guys in the room pushing him, which is really good.
So score is 0-0. Nobody has earned a point yet. So that's the end of the first period. No score. And Kobe Pablo is going to choose to take bottom here. Big
return. Good return.
And Willie Cox will just let Pablo go. So Pablo will get the escape for one.
For sure. No reason to expend and expel all of your energy in the second period. Still a whole nother period of wrestling to go.
And especially, like you said, when you're trying to get vindication for losing a match to this opponent earlier this season, Willie's definitely looking to make the adjustments.
Good job. Good attack there by Willie. And he knew when to back out of it, too, as soon as Pablo kind of stepped that lead leg back. Willie had two hands on it, but just not enough to lock up. So good job by Willie backing out. Yeah, that's definitely one key. You want to take shots, but you also got to know when to back out if you took a bad shot.
So under a minute here in the second period, score 1-0 for Kobe Pablo over Willie Cox right now. Score 35-4 for the Falcons on the team board. Willie Cox does have 11 seconds of ride time. So under 30, who is going to try to make a play?
You know, Willie is like I was saying earlier, he likes those throws. He likes his arm drags, and it seems like good job, good re-attack there. But it just definitely does seem like Pablo's aware of how Willie's style of wrestling is and not putting himself in bad position.
And Willie Cox will choose to go on bottom here, trying to get the escape. And Pablo going to try to erase all that ride time. You can hear all the fans trying to get on for Chile.
Pod, yeah, great job by Willie. Quad pods up. Still carrying actual ride time right now, 3 seconds, but that does make a difference if we were to go into an ultimate tiebreaker.
And you can hear the crowd start to get behind Willie here. The home crowd factor coming in. I can see your friend over there, Matt Burns, showing the camera over to that crowd, showing how big of a factor this is here.
That's right. When you say Sea of Purple, man, it's the team comes out to support. Other teams are out here. This is wrestling community in Alabama at its finest on a Tuesday night.
Trying to fight to that under.
I think the stall warning might be coming.
Really definitely on the attack here. And there it is, one stall warning and the point for Willie. So Willie will go up 2-1 here. And you can see the Emmanuel coaches definitely fired up.
Yeah, they're not happy. Quite a few of their wrestlers got stall warnings and points given to them or against them. So great job by Willie keeping that pressure on. It looks like Pablo's looking to get a flurry of re-attacks himself.
Under 30 seconds here, Pablo in on a shot, but Willie has control of the head. Pablo misses, What a job by Willie Cox getting the moves there under 10.
Willie can take a stall warning here. It's not going to hurt him.
And you can see the Emmanuel coaches very upset that there should be more than one stall warning on Willie Cox. And 4 seconds left here. Willie's just got to survive. And he will. Willie Cox weathers the storm and gets his vindication.
Your Montevallo Falcons picked up a huge win tonight over this Emmanuel Lions team. Great job by all wrestlers tonight.
And that's going to boost up the team score to 38. So your final score, team score, Falcons 38, Emmanuel 4. Huge win for the Falcons in the Conference Carolinas table. 1-0 in the division.
What a great night of wrestling, Aiden. Couldn't have asked for a better post-holiday season duel matchup here. We got 3 this year. We got 1 more coming later on.
February 2nd.
Yep. That's going to be a big one.
The big one. Number 6, Lander will be taking the bus ride down here to Central State Bank Arena on February 2nd. I want to thank all the crew here at Falcons Athletic Network. Shane, it's been a pleasure. Again.
Absolutely, Aiden. Always enjoy calling the action with you. It's been fun tonight in Central State Bank Arena. Montevallo put on a clinic tonight. Did really good.
Absolutely. Well, thank you all back home for tuning in to the Falcons Athletic Network. We're going to say goodnight here from Central State Bank Arena. I'm Aiden Golden with Shane Dempsey. Victory out here.
Maybe that was a good thing. Maybe I said that.
Welcome back in here on the Falcons Athletic Network. We're here post-match with Coach Daniel Owenby. Coach Owenby, again, congratulations. Huge win here tonight. Tell us how you're feeling right now.
I'm feeling awesome. I mean, our team's doing everything that they need to do. It was awesome that this is our first ever senior night. It's kind of surreal. I mean, when I started this program 4 years ago now, it's kind of hard to imagine now that we're finally having seniors and going to have people walk across that stage. But it's also awesome that we had that kind of win on a senior night. I mean, we're starting a tradition of winning here. Our guys are finally buying in. I mean, right now we're ranked second in the region. We have 9 out of 10 weight classes ranked. We got 2 guys ranked in the nation. We got a handful of guys that are right there to get ranked in the nation. And, I think we got an incredible team. Not only are our 10 starters buying in, but everyone else is. And it's awesome to see. It's awesome to finally see, like, us as a whole turn the corner. And it's starting to show out here. It's starting to show when we have our other guys go and place at the Hawk Classic. And we had Colt Brown win it. We had a handful of others place. And it just shows that we're doing the right things. And as long as we keep buying in and doing what we need to, then the sky's the limit.
All right, Coach, now, again, this is a big conference win. Going forward, how's it looking, shaping up for the conference right now? I know most teams taking it one match by match, but how are we looking?
As right now, we're just on to Bluefield State and Emory Henry. Those are the next guys up on the agenda. So we just got to take care of business there. And as long as we win those 2 matches, we keep moving forward. The ones we're targeting at right now, we got to beat King or we got to beat Lander. We got to beat one of those 2. We have in the last 2 years, and we've missed the conference finals because of it. But I think we got the chance this year. But as of right now, that's not the next focus. Our next focus is Bluefield State. And then after that, it's Emory Henry. Then we'll focus on that afterwards. But it was an awesome conference win. We're 5-1 on the year. We had a heartbreaking loss to Newberry. We were right there. We were up, and things just didn't go our way. But hey, it happens. Wrestling, you win some, you lose some, and as long as we're doing what we need to turn the corner and fix those mistakes, I believe if we see Newberry again in the semifinals, that we'll beat them. And so, it's got to take care of business, one match at a time. Don't overlook anybody, because that's how you get beat.
All right. Well, Coach Owenby, again, congratulations on the win tonight. We will see you here next time at home when the Falcons take on number 6 Lander on February 2nd. My name is Zane Golden, and thank you for tuning in on the Falcons Athletic Network.